What is the best argument for fully funding the operational risk staff?
Yeah, so there are sort of two parts to my answer to your question. The first one being that business complexity has increased tenfold, maybe even 20-fold over the past few years across all aspects of the organization. And I can name compliance, IT, data management, processes, cybersecurity, etc. And I think as a result, there is a real need to recognize that to better mitigate the risks that come with business complexity, we have to set up a risk management function that looks at these processes and be able to provide a risk mitigation plan for each of these risk categories. So that's one main reason. The other reason I would say is that to have fully dedicated op risk personnel allows us to be independent. And the independent function of the risk management aspect of the organization is critical in my mind. And ideally, what you would like to see is have a senior person of the firm who has risk oversight responsibilities, operational, but also other types of risk categories, and that person report to the board of directors or to the CEO and being fully independent from the other line managers.
What are the benefits of optimized operational risk management across the enterprise?
Right, so the key word is enterprise. And what is it key? Because you have to recognize that risk categories impact every single aspect of the organization or the hedge fund or the investment manager. So to have a central function that can look at the different risk categories, provide a comprehensive view that you don't have otherwise. So having someone in charge of the management and the risk mitigation exercise across the organization provides that type of services. And as a result, to have an independent ERM function, also known as enterprise risk management, is key in my mind. That's one aspect. The other aspect, what you want to invest and the benefits that you have from having a centralized risk management function is loss prevention. So that is directly tied to your P&L and to your bottom line, as a result of better mitigating the risk events in your organization. You can avoid loss events, and as a result, save dollars from your bottom line.
Yeah, and that makes your executives happy when that happens. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Should operational risk teams reach out to other groups within the enterprise that are a part of securities operations?
Absolutely. So I do think that the best risk management environment that you can have is to recognize that you have on one side of the equation an independent risk management function. That's what we just talked about, the enterprise risk management aspect, if you will. But the other aspect of the equation is to recognize that subject matter expertise is really within each line of business and each function of the organization. So one person on the operational side cannot understand every single process so deeply that he can mitigate the risk by himself or herself. As a result, there is a need to team up with the different functions, rely on their expertise to better understand the processes and make sure that you have risk mitigation places in place to mitigate these risks. So the siloed approach is not the right one. You have to work as a team and collaborate from that standpoint to be able to better mitigate your risk categories. And yeah.